Good morning, menopause mamas. So today I am off work and I'm sitting in the middle of my feels room, which is a disaster. Like, here, I'll give you just a little snap up. It's really bad though. Like, there's literally like stuff everywhere. I have my stuff everywhere. My grandbaby stuff is everywhere. Workout stuff, like, yeah. It's a zoo. There's like a stack of papers on the printer that need to be filed for my husband's business, and it's just a nightmare in here. And today I need to get all of my work clothes out and get them in the closet, get my summer clothes out, get them in the closet, get all that stuff ready to go for next week. But one of the things I'm doing today, for sure, because menopause is a thing, is helping myself with brain fog. So when you work for a school district at the beginning of the year, they give you a whole calendar for an entire year full of dates that you're supposed to remember. Yeah, you got to remember all that stuff. Yeah, that's for you. That's for you to remember all year long. And guess what? If you're going through menopause or you have brain fog, you are not going to remember those dates. Now, of course, it's attached to like a Google Calendar that's on your iPhone or your smart device or whatever, which is great. And most of the time that works, but sometimes it does not work. So for me, in order to give myself the extra benefit of the doubt, I guess you would say, I'm doing a lot of calendaring today because that way it's in more than one spot. So just to give my brain a break, because my brain's going to work really hard this year. I know these students that I have, and they're really tough. So I'm going to be kind of mentally exhausted anyways and checked out. So at some point in the year, somebody's going to say, yeah, don't you remember we got that meeting and they sent us the email at the beginning of the year? And I'm going to be like, I don't fucking care. And no, I don't fucking remember. So, that's just the logistics of it. So, I printed off the calendar schedule, which I will keep handy with me at all times. I have my calendar here, just the regular old calendar that I will track everything on. This hangs in my kitchen beside my refrigerator, so I will look at it every day once 2 weeks of the month has passed, because that's usually about how long it takes me in order to flip it, because that's how my life runs. And then, get out of the way, dog. I also have this date book that has all of my husband's scheduled events in it for his company that we have, that he does. And I will put all of my dates in here as well in order to make sure that I don't double book us in a bad way for things, because unfortunately that has happened before and I've gotten in trouble. But so I'll put down all of my dates for work. And then, like I said, I also have like his dates that I have to put in. I'll have dates for grandma, things that she's doing, my dates for things that I'm doing. And then, unfortunately, my granddaughter, my youngest granddaughter, she just had her first seizure. So we'll be starting the epileptic journey with her here very shortly. And I'm going to have to be involved in that because my kids are kind of little lost ducks. And they're not really lost, but it's just scary when you first start out with epilepsy. So it's going to be one of those things I know I'm going to have to be pretty involved in. So I have my colored pencils here so that everybody gets a color. That way, when I look at the calendar and I see black, I know it's my husband. When I see purple, I know it's my grandmother. When I see red, I know it's work, and so on and so forth, just to kind of help with the brain fog that comes along with menopause. Now, my mom has started taking this brain food. She says it helps. I don't know that I've noticed much of a difference in her, but she's kind of old. I'm going to be real honest with y'all. A little on the old side. So I don't know if I'll start it or not. I may, if it just gets really bad during the school year, which I am worried that it's going to, just because I am going to be so mentally exhausted in all of this. So that might be something that I start. I don't really know yet. I'm just going to kind of wait and see and play it by ear. But anyways, it's Friday. I'm going to try to tackle this room and get it knocked out to the best of my abilities before my grandbaby gets here tonight, because I got to keep her tonight. And I probably won't do any posts this weekend just because it's the weekend and I like to kind of cut back and to see what happens with life. But if menopause really raises her ugly head, I may make a short and stick it on here. You just never know about me. But anyways, praying for you guys. Everybody have a great weekend. Stay safe. And don't forget, do something for yourself. It's important.